So Vincent, the activists and investors are in the UK just ahead of Christmas, and Scotland to be more precise. They're taking aim at FirstGroup. What do the activists want?
Well, this activist investor, Sandell Asset Management, has bought a 3% stake in FirstGroup, and it wants essentially to reverse a big acquisition that FirstGroup made in 2007 when it bought Laidlaw, this American transportation company. Laidlaw owns Greyhound and various school transportation systems in the US, etc. And Sandell wants Greyhound to be sold and the rest of the US business to be spun off, and to reduce the debt on the UK side and give the UK operations of FirstGroup more operational ability to, say, bid for rail franchises, etc. That's essentially wants the business to be split across the Atlantic.
So corporate manoeuvres, as we've come to expect from the activists. What is FirstGroup's response to this?
FirstGroup's response is to say that, you know, we looked at all of these alternatives ourselves in the spring. I mean, FirstGroup, you know, has been a chronic underperformer for years, right? As a result of the Laidlaw acquisition, its shares have been way behind everybody else. And so, you know, it has a big problem. And I think it's finally realising that, right? And so it had a big rights issue back in the spring, which diluted shareholders left, right and centre. And it said, or says, that, you know, it looked at various alternatives back in the spring, saw none, went ahead with the rights issue, and is focusing on lifting margins and lifting return on capital, all kind of incremental things that, you know, are not going to really move the needle, I don't think, for FirstGroup, given the scale of its problems.
And what's the chances that the activists can actually push their demands through? What kind of scope what kind of stake have they got, and what's the share price reaction been today?
Well, the shares are up 4% today, which suggests that that, you know, investors see a lot more value in what the kind of thing Sandell is proposing than the board of FirstGroup does. I mean, Sandell has only 3%. You know, it's not going to be able to force any votes through or anything like that. It needs to go out there and sort of convince other investors that its plan is right. But FirstGroup's getting a new chairman very soon, John McFarlane, who is coming from Aviva. He's been the chairman there and is regarded as doing a very good, sort of overseeing a very good turnaround at Aviva. And I think that between Sandell and the arrival of John McFarlane, something is definitely going to happen at FirstGroup.
Well, it sounds like something is needed to happen at FirstGroup, given the amount that the shares have underperformed, and given that FirstGroup is being quite negative about the proposals today. This is a saga that might run well on into next year. Vincent, thank you very much.